Hello, my beautiful Libras, and welcome to my YouTube channel or my podcast on Spotify if you're listening to this video on audio only. Brenda Tarot readings here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of October the 31st to November the 6th, 2022. Let's dive in right now and see what the energy and my guides and spirit has for you this week. Starting off with your first energy card, you've been given the card Target. This is a goal-oriented person, could be you or someone around you that you are in contact with or you are associated with. But my way of thinking is stay focused. Stay focused this week on the goal you want to complete. What is that passion that you have? What is it that you need to get done? So stay on course. Don't go off your path and aim for the target. I do think that some of you are actually going to hit that bullseye this week. So that's great. Your next energy card was a month, and it's the month of November. I wanted to know what the month of November was bringing into you, and you got the card Candle. This says you will be shown the way. So something in November may be happening. You could be taking a new course. You could be asking advice, leaning into mentors, and getting counseling of some sort. But there will be a direction and perhaps an individual that will step forward to guide you, mentor you, and perhaps teach you. So be prepared in November. You're going to be seeing something coming in, and you will be getting assistance in something that perhaps you need help with. Your final energy card is the Needle and Thread. A sincere wish will be granted. So perhaps in November, you're aiming for a goal and something could be happening in the month of November. That's usually the end of year, close to the end of December. There may be something new. Maybe some of you are taking over a business, starting a new business, moving, changing the way things are being done in your life. Whatever the case is, there's going to be a wish granted, and whoever comes forward is sincere. They care about you and they want the best for you. So this is a great way to start your reading, my beautiful Libras. Okay, let's see what our tarot reading is. Coming in your first row, you have the 10 of Wands and you have the 5 of Wands. So struggles, definitely struggles. I think some of you are actually pushing yourself too hard. You may get burnout. You're overworking. You're burning the candle at both ends, they're telling me, and you need to get your rest. You may not be getting the full amount of sleep that you need to be able to be running 100% on all engines to be able to complete the tasks at hand that you're dealing with. Some of you may have pushed yourself very hard to complete something. There may have been a deadline that you needed to be conscientious about, and you did that. Tens are completions. They're the ends of situations, whether they're struggles or they're good things. But definitely you pushed yourself very hard. It's almost as though you took on the burdens of everybody else. You have this ability, Libra, to step up and take control, and you know where you're going. However, sometimes you can only take on so much. So do not push yourself so hard. I think you're now able, once you've completed this or you've made the decision, I'm not going to take on these burdens anymore. I'm going to start making out a to-do list, and I'm going to think about my needs and my energy level. You do have the 5 of Wands coming in with the 10 of Wands, and this is struggle again, okay? Pushing yourself, having to get involved in things. Perhaps it was an emotional situation here where you were dealing with someone or the powers that be where you felt you have to struggle through a situation with others. This could also be competition. You may be feeling that you are having to push yourself, whether it's in business or a situation in your life where you feel you have to portray yourself and as you work up the ladder of success here, and that is competition. Now that's okay. Friendly, healthy competition is good. But if you feel backed up against the wall because you're being burdened with too much, this is your time, Libra, to say, I'm not doing it anymore. I've had it. I need to have my time to me. I'm worthy and I deserve it. Coming in next, you have the Judgment card and the Hierophant. You may have made a judgment call here and you're moving in a new direction. Judgment is a card of rebirth, and that means you're getting a second chance. You're able to go forth now and create something brand new in your life, or stepping forward and going after that bullseye, that goal that you're achieving and you're trying to achieve as well. So I do think that you are moving in a new direction. You're only going to do the things that bring you peace and harmony and success. And you're only going to be taking those along on this next part of your journey that truly want to support you. They're in your end of the ring. Great card of new beginnings. The Hierophant is the blessing coming in with that, the blessing and the message from the divine. So I do think that some of you may be tapping into higher self. You may be realizing that you need to take care of your vessel. You need to take care of your spirit. You need to take care of your soul and who you are and honor that. This is a gift that you've got given to you. So you need to be conscientious about that, making the decisions that are going to lead you on a peaceful path towards your goals and bringing you much more stability and security and happiness and harmony. There could be a wedding announcement. There could be the announcement of a christening or a baptismal that you might be invited to, because often the Hierophant represents the church or higher self. So I do think there could be a situation there where you may be getting an invitation to go to that type of an event as well. But nonetheless, I think the whole theme here is about you moving forward in a new direction that's going to be more peaceful and harmonious for you. The Knight of Cups is in your center position along with the King of Pentacles. So very good. Somebody here is in your end of the ring. They could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They may have water in their sign, or not. But this particular individual comes charging in at the perfect moment when you feel that you're backed up against the wall. And they're able to sit you down and able to comfort you and to mentor you and to move you forward here, because I had said this before about the candle. You will be shown the way in your first oracle messages. So this person comes in, they could sweep you off your feet. For some of you, you could be falling madly in love with this individual. But know that this person is sincere, they're kind, they're understanding, they're mutable, they're amicable, and they're flexible. Someone who truly cares and comes with a gift of some sort to bring you peace and harmony and maybe even love. The King of Pentacles comes in with this Knight of Cups. And the King of Pentacles says you can't make a mistake. If this is a situation with a person in your life, go for it. Don't be afraid, because it says you're going to land on your feet and come up smelling like a rose, pretty much. You have the Midas touch, and anything now that you go towards, you're going to turn to gold. So Libra, step up into the power and go through the doors of opportunity if it is in a new relationship. For others, this could have to do with government. It could have to do with military. It could have to do with banking and financial issues. But all in all, they are going to work out great in your favor. Coming in next, you have the Suspended One, which is also known in this deck as the Hangman. And you've got the Three of Wands. So the Hangman says you could be waiting for something, because both of these cards are indicative of that. You know, here is this person with the Three of Wands. He's looking out to see his ship come in. He's waiting for his bullseye to meet the target. He's waiting for that deal, that contract, that sale. Whatever the case is, he's waiting. But he worked hard for it, and he needs to realize that he needs to keep moving, stay proactive, okay? This is a card of action whenever we get the wands. So it's time for you to just keep going, commend yourself for what you've done, and know that things will work out. Now, the Suspended One, which is a hangman, means you feel as though that's where you're hanging right now in limbo, waiting to hit that target, waiting to go for that goal, waiting for this situation or phase in your life to start again, to move forward. But there could be some issues that are taking time. I mean, our world is moving slower. We just have to realize when we go into any commercial areas to shop that, you know, there's problems with the manufacturers, and there's problems with exporting and importing and all these things. So if it is to do with something like that, you are going to be waiting, and these are circumstances that are out of your control. But while you're in the suspended situation here, okay, the hangman mode, you could be doing the background work. You could be preparing yourself, going in behind the scenes so that you're ready to hit that target as soon as this situation opens up. Now, coming in with your final card, you have the Tower and the Page of Pentacles. So there, you're going through changes. Absolutely. The tower is all about changes, building a new foundation, planning on hitting that target, planning on going forward. And maybe it's going to happen closer to the month of November, according to these cards that are out here. But you are in the process of doing that, and keep going in that direction. For others, something could have suddenly ended. It could have been the conclusion of something, the end of something, a door closing, a new door opening. Albeit it's not the death card, but the tower is about situations that suddenly shift, and now you have to make, intelligent and command decisions to start over, to rebuild, to create that a stronger foundation. Something might not have been on sturdy ground to begin with, and all of a sudden it came crashing down and it ended suddenly. But you're not going to worry about that. You're going to rebuild this new foundation because you're going to have the resources here with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is all about good news, about finances. The pages bring us messages of one thing or the other, but this particular one is good. So you could be getting some money, unexpected money, a bonus, maybe a loan's coming through, somebody's paying you something, you've got the resources here one way or the other. But also you could be thinking about leveling up and amping up your resume so that you can push yourself up into that, as I say, next tax bracket, where you have a better job title, position. You may be the owner, you may be the boss, you may be in charge of a department, whatever the case is. You may have more responsibility, but in return, you're going to get rewarded for that, right? So whenever the page comes in of Pentacles, it's always good news about finances. Well, my beautiful Libras, this is your reading for this week, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week here to look forward to. Always know I stand in the circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon.